Hello, my name is Victórya. I'm from Osório, a town in the south of Brazil, and in my science project, I study the young behavior in circular economy. Climate changes are strong social determinants of mental health. According to American Psychiatric Association, mental illness like depression, fear, and anxiety are extremely present in your society. It is caused by stress, anger, sense of powerless, and uncertainty generated by the environment cataclysm that you live in actually. The origin of all these problems is our linear economic flow that's based on production, consumption, and accelerated disposal. The group most affected by eco-anxiety is the young people. Focus on my country, Brazil, the eco-anxiety rates are the highest in the world among this group. That concerns me greatly. As an alternative, I find circular economy, which is a socio-economic flow that's based on sustainable practices. This economic model proved itself a viable solution to models of excessive and linear consumption that are harmful not only to the environmental, but also to the physical and mental health of human beings. However, for circular economy implementation, a radical behavior change in the consumption patterns of citizens is necessary. Therefore, my research is based on the hypothesis that the Brazilian young behavior can be measured and predicted by a mathematical model. The methodology that I used in my project was a scientific research. The data collection was carried out in the south of Brazil using questionnaire-based survey. The survey consists of 12 control variables and 14 behavior model indicators. The questionnaire was pretested twice with a sample size of 30 participants, which helped me to improve the survey based on the feedback received. After this, I applied the survey in 14 public and private schools in the south of Brazil. Questionnaire responses totaled more than 13,000 pieces of data. So, I developed a mathematical model using exploratory and confirmatory factor analysis and structured equation modeling. My research model was divided in three constructs: usability, lifespan, and transformation. These constructs were measured by 10 indicators that were the questions of my survey. Usability, the exogenous construct, was measured by 3 indicators: refuse, rethink, and reduce. Lifespan, endogenous construct, was measured by 4 indicators: reuse, repair, retribution, and remanufacture. Transformation, another endogenous construct, was measured by 3 indicators: recycle, repose, and recover. So, through these relationships, my model established the hypothesis 1 and 2 that can read in my presentation. So, I discovered that my data and measures were adequate through exploratory factor analysis. After this, I studied the measure model that established the relation between construct and indicator. The values of Cambridge alpha, composite reliability, average variance extracted, and indicator loadings were satisfactory, being possible to conclude that the measure model was appropriated. The structural model established the relations between constructs. It was evaluated by R-squared values, p-values, and path coefficients. It was observed that the results were adequate, supporting the hypothesis 1 and 2. Thus, my mathematical model was able to measure and predicted the Brazilian young behavior in circular economy. So, it was analyzing the relation established by means of these equations that I figured out that the more familiar young people are with refuse, rethink, reduce, reuse, repair, retribution, remanufacture, repurpose, recycle, and recover concepts, the most sustainable and circular their behaviors will be. Unfortunately, I observed that young people are not familiar with all disorders of circular economy in the same way, meaning there was a behavior gap. Feasible ways to overcome this gap, I proposed and applied the discoveries of my mathematical model using 2 measures. The first was a behavior change intervention, and the second was a free online course on circular economy. Both measures indicated that education is a driver for encouraging circular behaviors. Thus, my research proves the hypothesis to original and innovative mathematical model that explains, measures, and predicted the Brazilian young behavior in circular economy. This novel approach contributes to boosting the inclusion of all people in circular economy, being relevant not only for the construction of a new economic model, but also for a society that thinks it enacted in a sustainable way. Therefore, this research meets 5 of the 17 United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. Finally, I'm so glad to present in my science project and show that the young people can be change makers and part of the solution, since there are things you cannot do alone. Preserve and transform the world are some of them. And this is my project for Genius Olympiad. Thank you very much for your attention.